A little bit about Enterprise and what we do. Some of you may have had the opportunity to rent from us, probably on a replacement situation where your car was involved in an accident. We may have provided a replacement vehicle from the body shop. We do a lot of that. We do a lot of business-to-business, corporate work, public sector, anywhere where business is being done and we need to get people from A to B or move a product around. Or you may have rented from us on holiday or a car for the weekend or going away on a retail basis, maybe from one of our airports. Now, what I do in my job and my role is I deal with particularly public sector, but also larger companies that are looking to reduce the number of journeys they have. Believe it or not, I want to see less cars on the road. My boss probably would not want to hear me say that, but I actually do. I would like to see all the cars have little E stickers on the back. Enterprise E's. Let's make sure we're clear on that. But bringing the amount of journeys down and under control for a lot of our clients is key. Helping them reduce gray fleet mileage reimbursement is a massive problem in today's public sector. Huge cost. Obviously minimizing exposure to duty of care risks, helping with the carbon footprint. Less cars means less CO2, less journeys means less CO2. And of course, CO2-friendly cars means less CO2. In essence, we want to encourage drivers to rethink how they're moving around, and that means walking first, bus first, and so forth, public transport, and then if they have to go to four wheels, that they make the right decision. And of course, freeing up parking spaces, all at a premium, no matter where you live, so we'd like to free up parking spaces as well, and a lot of the things that we do with companies can do that. So the question is, how do we get there? When I talk to most of our clients or people we do business with, I get a lot of what-ifs, and what I mean by that is when you're trying to change people's procedures, people's habits, things they do every day, bringing a car in, owning a car, you find a lot of people saying, what if? What if I go to work today without my car? What happens if I'm called in to see a client that's far away, or I've got to go somewhere that's rural and there's no public transport? What if, what if, what if? And that factor, I think, is something that we've all got to kind of come across, is getting that person's mindset to realize that the alternatives are there, and in essence, a virtual car concept, which I think really is what we're talking about, all our products is a virtual car, is real and can happen and can function as well as car ownership. But it must be convenient. It's got to be there when you need it. It can't be running out of cars. It's got to be cost effective. No one's going to move on this if it's more expensive, by and large. And it's, from a business standpoint, it needs to be compliant. So when we talk about the idea of a virtual car, we're trying to get the mindset that it's okay not to own a car. Much of what we're talking about today, and the topic of excuse me, improving the nature of London with population growth and so forth, is about car ownership on the decrease, and we really need to make that happen. So how does Enterprise do it? Well, we've got two functions. Obviously, we've got daily rental. Our rental branches rent cars thousands of times a day across the UK. At our other product for hourly hires is called Enterprise Car Share. Again, not dissimilar from many car club products. Daily rental, how does that work? Well, it's quite simple. We have 390 locations across the UK. To give you some context, 1 out of 4 people is within a mile of one of our branches, so we've made it convenient. 30 of those are within the M25. Probably about another 3 or 4 within the M25 by the end of the year. So we are very close to where people need to be. Years ago, to get a car, you needed to go to an airport. It was a big hoo-ha to find a vehicle, and you had to go make great lengths. Now it's very simple to do. And of course, we do a free pickup service, so we'll come get you. So if you're at the repair shop, if you're at your home, if you're at work, we will come get you, take you to our local branch, and get you back on the road. And when you return the vehicle, we'll give you a ride home, and that's free. So again, cost and convenience, we're getting there. The car share product, not dissimilar from many other car club products. It's online, it's bespoke, it's got loads of information, live data feeds. Low CO2 emissions is the impetus behind it. It's low emission cars, and it happens to be supported by the world's largest car company, which is great. So if there's an issue and we need extra fleet, it comes from our local branches, and we're able to facilitate that quite quickly. The challenge we have is when we work with customers is how do we strike that balance? For us, the solution to much of what we're talking about transport involves a combination of daily rental and car club provision. And what I mean by that is we have car club Enterprise Car Share cars out, but I would not want a person taking that vehicle for 2 days up north on business. I would much rather have that car on site so multiple people, 8, 9, 10 people could use that car on a given day. And it's about striking that balance with individual accounts and finding what their needs are. Our product tends to be more organizational, so we'll put car club cars at a council, at an NHS trust, or a large blue chip business that has a hub with multiple people making journeys. It could be 3 miles, 5 miles, 20 minutes, 2 hours, but usually under the 4-hour time frame. And what that does is it allows the person to make a choice. I'll be making a journey that's much further today. I'm going to Manchester, or I'm going somewhere deep in Kent, and I'll be gone for 3, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. A daily hire works better for them. It gives them the flexibility so they're not rushed. So that's the finding the balance that we do with a lot of our clients, and we think that it fits in both spot hire and daily hire. There's a provision that works for all of us, especially with our branch network. That was short. That was perfect. Did I say under 5?